Hi, welcome back to Tarot Oracle and Runes. My name is Lana. If this is your first time here, thank you for checking me out. For those of you that are already with me, thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I sure do appreciate every single one of them, and I am very happy to be on this path to be enlightening myself and enlightening you as well. So today the question is, what does the next level of courage look like for you? If you're already on your path and you're a healer, mystic, seer, or you have intuitive abilities that you are expanding on, and you are reaching out to people, helping people in whatever way that you are shining your light. This is the Lighthouse, and that was my question today, is what does the next level of courage look like for you? Okay, so I pulled a couple of cards. I pulled one from the healing deck and asked, what does it look like for you? And the answer was, it's inside of you. Ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. So whatever your next step is, you might already intuitively know it, and you're just waiting for it to show itself to you for you to take that next step. It is within you. Everything that you are today is everything you've learned from every past lifetime, every experience you've had in this life. And a lot of times you'll find that when it takes when you need to step up for the next thing, you sometimes have to figure out, well, what do I need to do next? And sometimes that takes courage and fearing less, not being afraid to take the next step. So it's already inside of you, and if you just have the courage to take the next step, you will find your way. So I also wanted to know what kind of energy is being activated, since we're in this Pluto and Aquarius energy. Because guys, I'm always talking about going into the future. And Pluto's the planet of regeneration. And Aquarius is of humanitarian efforts, rebuilding, restructuring, group works. So what is the activation or energy that's opening up this for you? Or how does it feel to you? And I got the Emerald Tablet activation from the Gateway of Light activation deck by Kyle Gray. Cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, consciously manifesting. So you are consciously manifesting things to step into this courage. Okay, and this is going to lead you with this next step of whatever it is that you need to take is new life. Okay, new life, new ideas, new opportunities coming in, new energies opening up to you. Some of this is coming also from remembering who you are, or remembering gifts from past lifetimes that maybe your spirit guides or angels are bringing to you on an unconscious level, in your dreams, on the astral level. I know I did a reading just a few days ago about a really strange dream where I feel like the Venetian Galactic Council came in, because there were all these spiritual beings that were surrounding me, and they talked to me, but it doesn't feel like they actually talked to me. It feels like they were sending me energetic patterns of thought, or maybe even nudging my intuition to see different opportunities. So I can't imagine that I'm the only one. So new life is coming in through these new ideas, new opportunities that are opening up. Okay? And some of this is going to call for you to use your creative visualization and your imagination. Okay? Imagination into manifestation creates visual images, okay, and feelings of trust that you can actually build on. Because if you can see it, you can create it. So this is like daydreaming, visual boarding, seeing your goals, maybe even sitting out and figuring out strategies that you want to take. Actually, literally writing down and figuring out what it is you want to do, and then imagining it and focusing on that. Using creative visualization is a tool that you can use, where you can focus on the outcome of what you want to achieve and seeing that as your end result. Okay, now in between, we're talking also about doing strategies and actually figuring out where do you want to go, okay? Because even if you feel like you have healer and seer abilities, you still have to figure out, how to use those and what you need to do. So having some strategy and creatively using your imagination is a strong visualization tool to make those things creative, open up this portal to make this being activated to actually manifest what it is that you are dreaming of, whatever your dreams are. So in the meantime, though, you still have to clean it up. This card is talking about cleaning up anything and everything that no longer aligns with you. The previous reading to this was talking about aligning your life. Anything, sometimes just cleaning out the clutter in your house can open up those, there's Feng Shui out there, and it talks about using the positive energies in different parts of your home, or bringing in those energies to help push out negativity, anything that no longer fits, to help you align your energies with what you want to bring into your life. Cleaning up the clutter around your house is one of the first things. The next thing is, what do you need to clear out energetically, emotionally? Any kind of past patterns, situations that no longer vibe need to go. If you've been watching my channel for any time, you know back in the beginning I talked about actually having people and things drop out of my life on a conscious level of things that no longer vibed with me. And then I moved into a much more positive frame of mind, more positive of, not that these were bad people or anything, or a bad place or anything like that, but just that I had outgrown what my vision of my life was and what they felt like their vision of where I was going and what I needed to do, right? So clean up all those things that are no longer in your path. And guys, we are constantly doing that. That is not something that goes away. Even when your life is chugging along great, unexpected things happen. Other people, other places, the car breaks down. Things sometimes happen that clutter up your energy and have to be worked on, strategize about how to change it. So that puts you into this deep thinker mode. Okay. And the thinker, first of all, I'm going to tell y'all, this is a power number. This is talking about strengths, balances, and hard work and divine protection and guidance. So while you're strategizing and figuring out where you want to go next, you are getting help from the divine. Okay. The divine is actually your spirit guides, your angels. They're stepping in to support you. Okay, and I feel that's talked about here by this star. Stars are one of my favorite symbols. This to me talks about the spirit guides, and this is also leveling up too, thinking of how do you get to that next level of courage. Okay, and with this power number being a 44, you have the inner strength, you have the balance, you have the divine protection and guidance from your crew. Always check in with your crew, your angels and your ancestors, your spirit guides. They definitely will help you. Okay, keep it simple. All right. Plan a strategy about how you want your life to look. This is a good time to make lists, figure out what needs to go, what you need to bring things in, strategizing on different levels. And this is being receptive to those ideas, okay? This is gathering information, making a space for things to come in, consciously manifesting things to show up in your life. Because this is a 2 number. So this is now trying to, sorry guys, being receptive to the things that the universe is helping you to bring in. Okay. So think about this. Who helps you to regenerize yourself, or who helps you be supportive? What's the word? Who around you is not being supportive and make you actually backtrack? Okay, those kind of people need to go. Are there any patterns or things that you do on an unconscious level that need to go? Being open and receptive to the energies that the universe brings you, okay, is going to help you to realize some of this stuff. And for those of you that have negative patterns that make you go, kind of go round and round and round, okay, these are also kind of things that need to go. So, I forgot my place here. What things are you seeing that, again, need to go, that maybe you've got one pattern that keeps revisiting you, that when you see it happening, it's something you have to let go of. So if there's still something stuck inside your emotions, or maybe you see yourself reverting back to a pattern of something that you've keep showing up in your life, figure out what it is that triggers you. Okay, this might be one nagging thing that is being brought to your attention by these receptive energies that you need to let go of. Sometimes this can end up being even a feeling of loss. 5 is a change number. I don't know why on this particular deck I always get drawn to the numbers, but sometimes you can feel like you don't know where your place is because of some of these patterns that might keep creeping up. And guys, it's always something, to me it is anyway, maybe something from the past you find yourself repeating that you thought you got rid of. I'll be the first one to say, I've had a negative pattern pop up that I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I in this same little particular thing again? Why do I keep doing XXXYZ? Okay, so sometimes this will come from a feeling like Well, here lately I've been feeling like I don't quite fit in somewhere. Feeling a sense of loss sometimes for where you don't fit in. If you struggle with it sometimes, it's like I say all the time, guys, write it down. What is it? What is this feeling that is going round and round, or this pattern? And why am I feeling a sense of loss? Sometimes just bringing that to the surface, and sometimes you can have a dream tell you, okay? I've had dreams where I had things come up and I'd be like, oh, that makes me think of this, and then realize there's a hidden pattern in that, okay? So, and it sometimes will give you a feeling of loss, like, well, I don't really fit in. I don't do things like this person does. But if you get rid of these patterns, a lot of times you will find that when these new opportunities come up, you also find new people, okay? The universe will, as you get rid of the old, the universe will bring in new people. They help get rid of those feelings of not feeling like you quite fit in, all right? And this can end up making you also feel, when these new people come in, new ideas and things start coming in, maybe some kind of new windfalls come in when you get rid of these old patterns and bring in the new, being open to this receptibility, okay? You're going to get something unexpected, this card says, okay? That when you let go of this pattern, or this, whatever this is, and this feeling of loss from all this new stuff coming in and getting rid of the old, some kind of new opportunity or generosity comes in. It's either given to you by your own strategic planning, because that's what this number 2 is a master builder number. And this is talking about rebuilding, having inner strength, divine guidance, and masterly, strategically setting out a plan that once you start putting it into place, some unexpected opportunities, generous giving from someone else, something that you feel like is undeserved, comes in to take its place. Okay, so there is a little bit of a struggle here. It's maybe this is something you're not seeing, or some kind of responsibility you're not owning up to. You may feel triggered by someone else that brings in a pattern you thought you were done with, that when you stop and think about it, go, oh, well, this person said or did this, and I feel like they're unconsciously sabotaging me, and that's why it's giving me this feeling of loss, okay? It's triggering something in me. So this feels like something that's getting triggered that it's time to let go of. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Okay, and when you let this go and find something better to replace us with, that's where this receptibility comes in. Okay, you get rid of it for good, and it brings in some kind of opportunity a short while after that you did not expect, and you feel like it's unearned. But because she's facing the other way, it makes me feel like it's something from the past going into the future, that gives you new life. Okay, so it's getting rid of something that no longer is suitable to you, and part of it, you because of this, just the way the cards are laid out, it's something that you change in your thinking, some kind of pattern that you get rid of because of being consciously allowing. Okay, with this activation, you end up being blessed with something. Okay, and this is the next level of your courage. All right, so I still feel like that this Emerald Tablet activation is opening up that new energy that brings some of these things to light that you have not been seeing, consciously allowing. Okay, so that's what I have for you today, guys. Having courage is what sometimes just making the next step can be more courageous. Sometimes it feels like than the first step, especially if you've got something that's holding you back, or something that you suddenly see and you go, wow, I didn't realize I was doing that all over again. But once you get an idea of what that is, okay, and being receptive to it and letting it go, all right, it can bring in these new blessings. I hope this helped. Again, thank you guys for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Until next time, be a light in the darkness. You have the courage. Take the next step.